This one goes out to Isbasar. Now, Isbasar has come out recently and claimed that Bill and Doug, me, and some other people like me, are nothing but spot-loving whores, basically. He didn't call us spot monkey lovers, which surprises me. He just said we like spots, which begs me to come out and say this. Do you know anything about wrestling at all? Anything? Do you realize that every single thing in wrestling, every single thing they do in that ring, from every headlock to every armbar takedown to every suplex, every pile drive, and every high spot, all of it is a spot. You want to know what happens every time they put somebody in a headlock? Generally, they're calling a spot. Anytime they're down on the ground and pound the shit out of someone, more than likely they're calling a spot. What this means is they're setting up for the next couple of moves. Isbasar, you've lost it on this one. I'm sorry. I'm not even bothering with your videos anymore because of this. You have gone too damn far. You have basically destroyed yourself. You are stupid. You are retarded. You are beyond. You know what Carlos Mencia's got at the best? You are giggity. It's over. You're done. You're done, son. You're washed up. You broke yourself. That's it. Wow. I can't believe you came out and said that. You have... I find it hilarious, actually. I mean, I enjoyed it because it proved to me that this is the difference right here. This is what proves the difference between people like you, who are general admission, and people like me, who are front row. Actually, your general admission, J-Hop would be front row, and I would be backstage with the wrestlers. See, this is what I'm saying. You don't know what you're talking about anymore. You've lost it. You went beyond where you're supposed to go. You want to talk about your favorite wrestling promotions? Fine. You want to sit there and say one thing or another about the wrestlers? Fine. You don't know shit about them. You like to call them drunks and shit just because of what you read in the news, but also because of what you read in the news, that every single wrestler is a steroid-induced freak. So basically, you have no call to say anything. You're a hypocrite. You are nothing but a fucking hypocrite. You are a dumbass. You basically come out and said that you are looking forward to seeing Batista and Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell. This would be number 5 as far as their fights go. This would be number 5. But yet you're the same one who had the audacity to bitch and complain because of Kurt Angle versus Samoa Joe 3 times. So what's your excuse on this going to be? Well, they spaced out Batista and Undertaker's fights. No. They had like 4 in a row, and then this 5th one just kind of came out of nowhere. So, okay, that's fine. That's another half-ass match that I don't care to see. Because I'm pretty sure he's not going to put him down like he did Mick Foley. So if that's not even close to what's going to happen, then I don't care. And no, wrestlers do not need to be injured for me to enjoy wrestling. But if you're going to put The Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell, I expect someone to be limping away, literally and very seriously. As far as anything else you say goes, you are just pathetic. The Randy Orton versus HBK match, while I would say it would be a good match if this were still WWF, or if this was before Vince's bullshit ego, before 2003, you might have a chance of this being a great match. And I would even say it would possibly be a good match of the year candidate if it was not for Vince's bullshit watering matches down that are before the main event. So you're not going to get a good match out of it. You're going to get headlocks, you're going to get arm drag takedowns, and that's pretty much all you're going to get. Enjoy that. You want to say that the Genesis pay-per-view sucks. Sorry, son. That actually looks like a good lineup to me. Sting has still got it. I don't know where you're coming from with this. Granted, he's old, but you guys sat there and supported the hell out of Ric Flair. Ric Flair had no business being in the ring at his age, but he still did it, which I respect him for, but I don't necessarily mean, that doesn't mean that I agree with it. And I don't think he should have been there. He's too old. Hell, even now he thinks he's too old, and Vince is still trying to put him in there. That's like saying you want Hogan to come back with his lazy ass. No. Nobody wants Hogan to come back. Jesus Christ. Every time he does a leg drop, he needs a hip replacement. I don't need that shit. You want to say that the Dudleys are shit. And for the most part, I do agree with you. But the Dudleys are shit because they are not good faces in the TNA. They're not. Their moveset has been done 100 times, so we're all used to it by now. They're not going to do anything new or different. They're very set. Now, their match between the Motor City Machine Guns should be interesting just to see old style versus new style. But I'll be honest with you, Isbasar, I'm sick and tired of old style. I'm sick and tired of all the shit that you seem to love so much. I want to see different stuff. There's so much different stuff, I'm not going to sit there and live in the past with it. So, get your head out of your ass and move on. I don't care if you like WWE, that's fine. Push them to have a better product. Bill and Doug are not going to help you. I'm not going to help you. I don't give a shit if the WWE plummets. I don't necessarily want it to, but I don't really give a rat's ass, because if it plummets, then that just means ROH has a chance to come up and out of the back. Which, I can already tell you now that Crazy Mike's watching this, he would shit gold bricks if ROH would come on to TV. He would shit gold bricks. He would be so excited. And you know what? So would I. Because I actually do like ROH. Because it's all better than WWE. But ROH has some damn good matches. And I mean some damn good matches. I don't think I've seen a match yet in ROH that I didn't like, or that I didn't jump out of my chair and go, what the fuck was that? That was great. ROH has got some good talent. I'm sorry, they have some great talent. But so does TNA. And you're right, TNA doesn't push their talent sometimes the way we want them to, or the way we think would be best. But, see, here's that whole thing about most people don't remember the 4 years of WWF. Again, I'm going to say, do you guys have any idea how long it took them to get credibility in the ring? It took Hogan to put them on the map. Wrestling was not an extreme televised event. It was not what it is now. When it was WWF, it was not on TV. And if it was rare. Then it finally started getting on TV, became WWF. I don't see how it's so hard for you people to remember this, but then again, honestly, you don't want to remember that it took over 10 years for them to establish itself. Over 10. TNA's at, what, 5 now? So, and you're bitching still? They're further along than WWE was back when it's heyday. So, shut the hell up. You have no call. You have none. None whatsoever. Y'all like to sit here and debate ratings and shit. You know what? Who gives a fuck about ratings? Honestly. They're entertaining people. Why don't you support them for that simple reason? But you're too far, you got your heads too far shoved up your asses to understand that. Fuck ratings. I don't give a damn about ratings. Y'all can preach ratings all day long. It doesn't matter. Those people go out there and bust their asses for you. And you dog them. You dog them. You are beyond low. You are pathetic. You are simply pathetic. So, Isbasar, I'm not watching any more of your vids. I don't care anymore. You can carry your sorry ass straight to hell and burn. I'm sorry. You've just beyond pissed me off with that. You are nothing. You are below low. You are not a wrestling fan. You are just a pathetic individual who sits in his room and doesn't do shit. You like to call the Dudleys fat, and yet you're looking pretty hefty there yourself, pal. So, you're not a wrestler. Obviously, you have no intentions of being a wrestler. Just shut the fuck up. You're done. You're done, son.